We don't know if Matt Gaetz did what he's being investigated for. We don't know now if he's going to end up losing his seat or ending up in jail, but I do know one thing. He is going to continue to be humiliated, largely due to his own ridiculous handling of this situation. And right now, he is being thrown under the bus by so many Republicans. So this guy who's like a star on the right, seeing him debased in this way is kind of hilarious. Like as Charles was talking about earlier, Bill Barr wanted to make sure he wouldn't be seen near Matt Gaetz. Bill Barr, like one of the ultimate Trump loyalists. But there's also the component of what's gonna happen to Matt Gaetz after he leaves. We had talked about this earlier in the week, but for weeks apparently, before news of the investigation broke, Matt Gaetz explored the possibility of a soft landing in right-wing media, reportedly including a potential job at Newsmax, and as the Daily Beast has learned, One America News Network and Fox News. Now, he apparently has said, this is Matt Gaetz. Yes, I've had many conversations with many people about life after Congress. These conversations have been very general in nature and have never included me soliciting or receiving an offer of employment. There is not a single conservative television station I haven't had a passing conversation with about life after Congress. I have neither received nor solicited offers from any of them. But yes, I've talked to either executives, producers, or hosts at Newsmax, OA, and Fox Business, Real America's Voice. I've literally never even heard of that one. And probably others I'm forgetting in this moment as I focus intently on refuting false accusations against me. First of all, let's note that him talking about life after Congress, he's 38. He's not Dianne Feinstein. That sort of is telegraphing a bit of trouble ahead. But anyway, the funny thing is that while he's right, he has never, or at least he's saying, I've never solicited or received an offer of employment. We can effectively confirm the second half of that because these different companies have been jumping out to say that they have no interest in him being on there. A Fox News media spokesperson said, quote, no one with any level of authority has had conversations with Matt Gaetz or for any of our platforms, and we have no interest in hiring him, which is just, I don't even like Matt Gaetz, but that hurts. An OAN insider told the Daily Beast, probably not, when asked if Gaetz has a chance to be hired by the network. This is OAN. They're barely actually on TV. Multiple Newsmax insiders also echoed similar doubts that Gaetz has any future as a cable news host, with one source pointedly declaring, highly doubt it, highly. Oh God, this is Newsmax, it's OAN. They make their on-screen graphics in Microsoft Paint and they don't want Matt Gaetz. Like that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. They're hiring like people straight out of like high school Republican groups and stuff, but they don't want Matt Gaetz. Charles, what do you think?
I think that Matt Gaetz on this front continues to, in his white male privilege, demonstrate a level of disillusion about his surrounding reality that is on one hand laughable, but on the other hand gives great insight. By way of some very, very loose, I will concede that these are loose analogies. In my head, I was just thinking about a few folks. I was thinking about William Jefferson, the former congressman out of New Orleans who went down in a slew of controversy. I was thinking about the former mayor of New Orleans, Ray Nagin, former mayor of New Orleans, who went down in a slew of controversy. I was thinking about Marion Barry, prior to him passing away, the former mayor, loved and cherished mayor of DC, who went down in a slew of controversy. And then I was thinking about Eliot Spitzer. And I was thinking about the fact that like after Eliot Spitzer had to resign as the governor of New York, he still was welcome on certain platforms and so on and so forth. And so now previously, if anyone didn't know, all the politicians and elected officials that I named before Eliot Spitzer were black men, and Eliot Spitzer is a white man. And by way of comparison, I don't think that a single one of those individuals, meaning Bill Jefferson, Ray Nagin, Marion Barry, or what have you, I don't think a single one of those individuals really considered that after politics, they would have an opportunity to do progressive media. I just don't think that that was something that would even cross their minds. But yet here we have Gaetz, who's currently under investigation, right? And he really feels like, well, why wouldn't I be able to do TV? Like those are the vibes that we're getting. And so you have to ask yourself, even as they are delusional, what gives you that level of entitlement? Like
Sure.
Proverbially speaking, and I know that this is a daytime program, so I'm going to try to say this as politely as I can. The balls on this guy. Like, what would make you think that that is your next step and option, that you would be able to make that move? As laughable as it is, it's alarming.
Are you familiar with Joseph Ganim?
No, who's that?
So I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut originally, and we had a mayor, Joseph Ganim. Joseph Ganim, like a lot of politicians in Bridgeport historically, was corrupt, and he accepted money in exchange for blah, 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 or whatever. And he was caught, actually. He went to federal prison for years. And then, as you were saying, he had the balls to run for mayor again. And the joke was on us because he won. He was reelected after federal prison.
Wow.
This is my hometown.
Wow.
He's white, by the way.
Shout out to Bridgeport. Shout out to
Bridgeport. Oh my God. Anyway, maybe he'll get a position. I don't know. Not there. Maybe he'll work for like Steven Crowder on YouTube or something. I don't know.
Nah, when Trump opens up his network, he'll get a job there.
That's true. That's true. He's a loyalist.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.